What's up, guys? All right, it is time. OS engines, baby. So this motor is not mine. This is SLC Nitro's. If you guys watched my bash video, you know, you could see his excitement. This is going to be by far the highest quality of engine I've touched. I'm super grateful that he let me borrow the engine so I could make this video. I mean, if it was me, there's no way in hell it would be sitting on my, you know, Traxxas vehicle. It wouldn't be at my buddy's house getting a review. So, thank you, SLC Nitro, Jeff. You're awesome, dude. That's cool. So yeah, let's crack open this box. Let's see what this thing's about. All right. So, got some paperwork, stickers. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Wow. OS's packaging game's on point. Like, that's some top-notch packaging right there. That's cool. They definitely care about their product. So, in the box, we got the REVO header. His is the REVO. So, he bought the REVO version. Got the exhaust spring and seal, and then it looks like it comes with an LC3, so a hot plug. The OS LC3. All right. So, first impressions is, oh my goodness, this is one beautiful motor. So, you know, kind of right off the bat, it looks a lot like a Traxxas block. You know, I mean, obviously it's a Traxxas motor. But yeah, it looks a lot like the Traxxas block. It's got the REVO. You know, the REVO doesn't have a ball on it, I guess. That's interesting. Yeah, this OS 11K carb is gorgeous. Yeah, initial impressions is, it's crazy beautiful. I just noticed that it has a thing to get the carb off. Give me 1 second. I gotta pause it. And we're back. Okay. Yeah, my trusty little crescent wrench here. Alright, so let's loosen this pinch bolt. I like to kind of check and feel how tight things are. So when I go to put it back together, I know how tight, you know, to put it, of course. Let's go another little turn. Make sure that's good and loose. Oh man, that's pretty tight. Be real careful not to scratch his motor. Beautiful little motor. Alright. Now this is interesting. So the back comes with Phillips head. Luckily I have a good Phillips head. Oh no. Those are super tight. So, you know, he was talking about me replacing those with some hex head. Look at how tight that screw is. Straight holding the bit in there. Well, hopefully I can get this one. Oh man. That's so tight. That's crazy. I hope this video doesn't go sideways because of this. Or I'm going to be... Oh my gosh, those are so tight. Well, it's looking like this video is on pause. Alright. Okay, so obviously this morning, you saw that I was stripping out the screws. I had to use an easy out. And now you can see that they are replaced with cap heads. Yeah, that was quite the process. I didn't think that, you know, OS would use a shitty screw, but they do. And yeah, it stripped out, and it was quite the process to fix it. But let me get this motor disassembled, and I'll bring you guys back on. All right. Okay, so it is disassembled. Now let's start with the crankcase, as always. Right? Really, really beautiful, beautifully machined. Right? Exhaust port. Right? Inner bearing, can't really see that. Let me grab a flashlight real quick. Whoa. Okay. Sorry, not the best of light, but steel inner bearing, steel front bearing. Sorry guys, it's not. Hang on, let me go find a better flashlight. This sucks. All right. Hopefully this is a little better. All right. Let her focus in. Beautifully, beautifully machined. I know, I'm sorry guys. It's just really hard to get good light. But just absolutely gorgeous. Nothing wrong here. So there's our case. Okay, our back plate, it's non-interference, it's O-ringed, and it's inserted. And just an absolute work of art. Okay, now we're gonna zoom in a little bit on this, just so you guys get a little better of a look. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see this a little better. But we have, so here is our crank. Now, look at the timing on this thing. Huge, right? Look at the way that they did the inlet here. It's ramped really nice. It's beautiful. They've milled it really well. I mean, it's super light. It barely feels like anything in my hand. An absolute just beaut. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how beautiful this crank is. Just absolutely perfect. Now, the starter shaft, generic. Nothing fancy here. The OS, the notorious OS 11K. Now, like I said, this is the REVO, so it doesn't have the ball, okay? So it is insulated. It's an aluminum carb. I love that it's got the aluminum banjo. You know, a marked 11K. Let's check it out. We have a short needle carb, but just absolutely butter smooth. It is a 3 needle. Doesn't look like it would take a Venturi. You know, just a standard, you know, Traxxas style carb. But way better. This is an absolute work of art. Beautiful carb. Okay. Cooling head. OS 21TM. Lots of shine cuts. It's got lots of airflow. Look at that. I mean, it's so chopped up and milled out. Beautiful. It is a one-piece head. I think there's only, I got gloves on, so it's kind of hard. Yeah, so there's only the one, and that looks like a 0.2 head shim. Beautiful burn room. I see 0 defects at all. Now let's take a look at this piston. Now this piston, for sure, is CNC machined. Look at the inside of that. Right? Look at how beautiful this piston is. Look at that. So it's flat topped. It's got a double oil groove. Just a work of art, guys. Just beautiful. I wish all RC engines looked this good. Connecting rod. You know, to be honest, it looks a lot like a Traxxas rod. It's not knife edged, really. You know, we do have the oil holes, of course. You know, that's good. But yeah, not super impressive, but I'm sure it is just strong. Strong as could be strong. It is double inserted, so it's got the brass inserts on both sides. Beautiful. Man, that's so gorgeous. Okay. And then our sleeve. This is crazy. Like, this is such a beautiful machine job, guys. I can't even begin to tell you. Okay, so here's our intake. You know, it's nice and ramped. No fangs. You know, pretty generic. It's a 3-port. Look at that wide Schnurly port. Not very tall, super wide. And look at that. Almost the top of the intake is about halfway through the Schnurly. So that's interesting. You know, it's, you know, they call it a Schnurly / boost port. It is angled towards the front. But it is not fanged. You know, I mean, I think you could work on this sleeve and turn it into an absolute monster. But it might be a monster the way it is. I have never seen one of these in person. This is my first one. But the exhaust port, not very tall. It's got the dog ears. Yeah, I'm curious on the timing of this engine. It looks absolutely amazing through and through. I am so excited for SLC Nitro to check this thing out. You know, unfortunately, I had to get crazy and drill out the original screws. But yeah, absolutely, just absolutely gorgeous. You know, I hope he doesn't get mad at me. I'm going to open up his header. I want to show you guys the header. In good, right? Look at the quality of this header. Right? Like I said, so this is the REVO. Look at these welds. Look at just how perfect that is welded. Such a beautiful header. You know, I know these engines are pricey. I can't wait to, you know, have SLC Nitro break this thing in and see how it performs. And, you know, it's going to be really, really exciting. So definitely stay tuned for that. If you guys don't mind, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not. And, yeah, be on the lookout for the break-in.